Hello everyone and thank you for watching the video. Since we're gonna have soon on the market the next gen console from Sony, the PlayStation 5, I thought it's best we find out everything we can about it. Let's see now 50 plus awesome details about the new PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 will be available in two versions, a digital version with no disc and a second version with disc support that has a 4K Blu-ray drive. Most games for the PS4 will have free upgradable versions to the PS5 console, which means better graphics, textures and also improved frame rates. It seems that GTA Online will be free only for the first 3 months on the new PS5. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber on the day you buy the PS5, you will have free access to the greatest PS5 hits collections, which includes 18 games and I've listed them all down below. You have Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Became Human and lots of other games. But the ones I'm really happy about are Days Gone and The Last of Us and also God of War. What's interesting is Sony made a deal with Rockstar, and when GTA 6 will launch, it will first be exclusive on the PS4 for about 1 month and only after that it will be playable also on the Xbox and PC. So you can argue in this case that GTA 6 is a semi-exclusive game for the PS5. Let's get this out of the way first. It's the launch date. The PlayStation 5 will launch first on the 12th of November and it will be launching in Australia, US, Mexico, Japan, Canada, New Zealand and South Korea, and only after that on the 19th it will be also available worldwide in the rest of the countries. So if you live in Europe, Africa, the rest of Asia or South America, tough luck, you will need to wait until the 19th to get your hands on the console. The price for the digital PS5 will be $399 and for the disc version it will be $499. Most of the people testing the new gen console said it will be a silent one and it will remain so during gameplay, so I can't wait to see that, or better said to hear that. The reason the PS5 is so big, it's because it has some huge fans and a cooling system inside it. Sony has also handled the Blu-ray on the disc version and has encased the drive in an anti-vibration layer, so it seems it will be one of the quietest they've made so far. The console will have on the rear 2 USB ports which are super speed Type A and another Type A USB port on the front, which is only a high speed, so it's better to use the ones on the back for faster speed. It will also have an HDMI output port and a LAN output port. Because of the new HDMI 2.1, the console will provide 4K at 120 frames per second and 8K at 60 frames per second on TVs that will be able to display 8K, of course. What we need to mention here is that 100 frames per second won't be a desired target for most game developers, but some games will be able to reach this threshold. The PlayStation will come with a vertical stand included, which means you won't have to pay some extra dollars for it, but the console can also stand horizontal if you want to. The side plates are easily removed, which makes room for speculations that it will be possible to switch them for custom ones and stand out from the crowd. Regarding the hardware, the PS5 will come with an 825 gigs of SSD storage, which will be super fast and will have a transfer speed of 5.5 GB per second, and load speed will be greatly decreased, in some cases even 10 times the original loading speed on the PS4. The PlayStation will also have an expansion slot which allows you to buy an extra SSD and add it, the only thing being that you need to buy only the ones that Sony lists as being compatible, so not every SSD will work, but still it's a cool thing they added. And the warranty covers also adding an extra SSD storage device, and it's void only if you take off this sticker. Both versions for the PlayStation will have a GPU AMD RDNA 2, which will have a processing power of 10.3 teraflops and will be able to display games in 8K, even though 8K is not yet the target for game developers, and PlayStation also will be able to offer 120 frames per second as we mentioned earlier. The GPU will have a ray tracing, which means realistic lighting similar to what you have in Hollywood movies. The PS5 will have 16GB of GDDR6 RAM memory, and the disc version will also have a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive. Now, the sound on the PS5 will be a Dolby Digital 5.1 Dolby True HD with Atmos, which promises a new and improved sound that will mimic 360 degrees audio, and it will be similar to what you have in high quality cinemas. So basically, sound will have a more natural manner and sound will be placed according to your position in space related to them. Regarding the controller, this will have haptic feedback, which means players will be able to physically feel feedback and real-life sensations. It will have adaptive triggers which refer to tension, which is applied on a button, and this will react in more realistic way. Like, for example, when shooting a bow, you will feel its pressure when pulling down the R2 button. The controller will also have a microphone incorporated, and you will also have a button to switch this on or off. And in case you are wondering, yes, recording videos is still going to be available as it was on the PS4, and it will be done most likely in 4K at 60 frames per second, just like Xbox Series X does it. The shape the controller has, it's a bit different, but not that much, and the term DualSense refers to touch and audio in this case. The price for the controller is around $70 or 70 euros or 60 pounds. A change Sony has made to the UI is that the store is integrated in the operating system and it's not installed app, which will allow a smoother run. Other changes are also announced, but it's left to be seen when we get the product. Okay, these are all the things we know so far about the PlayStation 5. Hopefully you found this useful, and if you did, please like the video and share it with your friends so others can access this information as well. Thank you for watching the entire video. Please subscribe to the channel and also follow my similar videos. My name is Justin and I wish you all the best. Goodbye.